プリント配ります。適当に渡すから後ろで調節して。
Hello everyone, my name is Michael SK and welcome back to 9 episode 4. I don't really remember what we accomplished in the previous video, other than, I guess we had like another run-in with Iris, she made another user go berserk. We weren't really quick on saving this one because we didn't know about this guy. And my theory here is, and it aligns with what somebody else had commented in the previous video, is that the guy that we, unfortunately had to, allow to die, or I guess we killed him, if you want to look at it that way, may have the ability to like teleport or jump around, disappear, and move somewhere else. Something along those lines, because that is an ability that Yuichi eventually got his hands on and passed around to Ghost and, well, I guess the entirety of Rigveda minus Kosuke, so therefore also Takamine. So we never knew about him because he was already dead. He probably like faded out of existence from, them doing what they did, and that was that. And that's probably the same exact thing that happened to all the others that they got their abilities from, or I guess those they stole artifacts from. So there's bound to be more casualties, which is unfortunate, but Sophie did state that this was probably like a necessary evil. Like, we need to get it through our head here that we can't really save everyone in a situation like this, and we're going to tear ourselves apart trying to do so by jumping back and trying to do things so perfectly. It's just not going to happen and will ruin us, because as we continue forward, we're going to have this mindset that we have to always protect everybody, and that could just be messy. It'll definitely divert our goals a bit, and we don't want to go in that direction, I'm sure. So I guess when you think about it, damn, did a whole lot actually kind of happen in the previous video. I mean, 2 videos ago, we were just playing around with cats. So, I mean, I guess you could also argue that a lot went down there too. Anyways, let us continue on. Afternoon homeroom. I reached the end of the school day without complications, per usual. I filled everyone in on what happened yesterday. Takamine wanted to talk to me about it, but I made him put it off for another day since I have plans with Noa. However, since I'm sure Noa doesn't want people knowing what she's trying to do, I fed him some random excuse I made up. I'm pretty sure that we'll all meet up either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow anyway, excuse me.
はい、以上です。起立例は省略ね。
What a lazy instructor. Homeroom ends and chatter starts to fill the classroom. I sling my bag over my shoulder and stand up from my seat, and in comes Yuichi.
またね。
Told you.
ああ、また。
I say goodbye back to Yuichi and give Kujo a see ya as I pass by her and head into the hallway. I'm really well at just kind of like, I'm really good at seeing how well, everybody kind of just comes in at certain times, We've been through this this song and dance in many different ways, so I'm getting good at it for sure, I want to say. Yuichi has stopped asking me to walk home with him. My guess is that he really doesn't want to be a part of any more trouble. Well, I can only hope that he keeps himself distant from artifacts and users. Because if not, he's involved. I take out my phone, and once I come out of the front gates and check the time. And she said that she would come by my place after she stopped back home, so it doesn't seem like I have to rush. I leisurely stroll back to my place. Anything gonna happen on the way? Maybe? Nope. I slip into casual wear and wait for Noa to come while browsing my computer. I still haven't asked what she wants to test. I presume that it's something that she can do in the confines of my small apartment, but what is it? I honestly can't think of what it might be. As soon as I finish up an episode of an overseas drama, my phone buzzes. I'm almost there, says Noa's message, along with a cute sticker. As always, she doesn't keep up her act when she's texting. I wonder if she notices that she's unconsciously showing parts of her true self. Now that I think about it, Noa's natural charms are kind of funny, in a different way from Kosuke-senpai. I feel like that I've been able to make the most progress in our relationship in this branch, but there's still a whole lot about Noa that I don't know. That scared the shit out of me. I don't know why. As I contemplate to myself, my doorbell rings. I pause my video and head toward the front door. It just sounded so like loud and out of place.
お邪魔します。
I greet Noa at the door, and I notice that she's carrying a backpack on her back and shopping bags in both of her hands.
元が
平気。
Why does she have all this stuff?
置いてもいい？
いいよ、どこでも。
ありがとう。
She puts her stuff down on the floor. Inside the shopping bags are snacks?
かなり買ったな。
久しぶりに散財した。で
Hmm.
も必要だから
And why are we splurging?
歌詞が
説明する。
Noah sits down on one of the throw pillows, and I take a random spot on the floor.
考えたの。どうすればいいか。
And that is...
どう覚悟を決めるか。
というよりも、
強制。あんまピンとこないけど。
なぜ別の枝で私がしくじったのか。それは失敗を極度に恐れているから。かっこ悪い姿を誰にも見せたくないの。常にかっこいい私でいなくてはいけないとずっとそう考えて生きてきたから。
Is that really all there is to it?
イーリスを
I
滅
doubt
しよう
it.
としたその時、別の枝の私は妹の死がちらついて恐怖した。イーリスを滅すれば、いえ違う、イーリスを殺せばあの運転手と同じになる。妹を殺したあの酔
No.
っ払いと。
No, definitely not. Definitely different, circumstances.
強く嫌悪したんだと思う。恐怖と嫌悪がしたつもりの陳腐な覚悟を上回った。逃げ出したいと思ったかもしれない。けれどあなたたちに無様な姿は見せられない。相反する気持ちがぶつかり合った結果、私はフリーズしてしまった。それがしくじった理由だと思う。
A theory. Noah's eyes waver with insecurity. She probably needed a lot of courage to even speak to me about that. She's trying to confess to her own weakness.
もし素直に弱音を吐けていたら、みんなのフォロー、例えばはるかの力で鼓舞してもらったりしてうまくいったかもしれない。でも私にはできなかった。まずはその堅くなさを何とかしたい。仲間に弱音を吐けるようになった時、私は別の私になれる気がする。
Okay, no, that's kind of understandable. I think I'm following along here, I think.
と思ったの。
なるほどな。確かにノアが弱音を吐いているところは、昨日見た気がするな。
Yeah, she did. Very much so.
悪い。茶化すつもりはなかった。
別にいい。昨日かけるだけでいいって言ったの。それが理由だから。
I wouldn't even say that was
も
unsightly.
う無様な姿を見せてしまった。
But obviously she's going to think so because, yeah, she is trying to, keep this image. Basically, have the mask on at all times because it's the necessary thing to do after she lost her sister.
付き合って私はもっと無様になる。
That's okay.
弱い自分を乗り越えるために。
わかった。俺はどうすればいい？
ひとまず着替えさせてほしい。
Huh?
着替え？じゃあ、俺あっちにいるよ。
Aren't you already out of your school uniform?
ありがとう。終わったら呼ぶ。
了解。
So what are you going to change into? You're going to change into some wackier shit than this? I exit the living room and head into the kitchen, excuse me. I'm very curious as to where this is going. I'm not entirely sure where it could go. I shut the door tight and sit with my back facing the living room. She said that she would get even more unsightly, but does that mean that she's changing into a more casual outfit or something? That would have to be my guess, but it seems like an awkward way of going about it. I wonder what an unsightly outfit is in Noah's eyes. Her everyday clothes are pretty gothic Lolita, so... Oh, maybe her gym tracksuit. I'd kind of like to see that. Something tells me that knowing Noah, she would be able to really pull off the look. It makes me wonder if there's anything else it could be. There's a knock at the door. Looks like changing time is over.
入るぞ。
I feel like we're about to regret something heavily, but I stand up and open the door, excited to see what she's dressed in. Ah. Okay, that's not what I was expecting. Like, a part of me was like, yeah, she'll probably just be wearing some sweats or some shit, but nope. Giant ass t-shirt. Jesus Christ. Well, I can't say I saw that coming.
自宅では決してしない服装になってみた。自堕落を極めてみようと思ったの。どう？
どうって。
Yeah, it's a damn good question. I am stunned. She's always so well put together that seeing her completely cut loose is a big shocker, to say the least. Yeah, we're seeing legs, and my heart is also going wild at the sight of her bare legs. She's always wearing tights, so it's, well, you know, blindsiding me like this isn't fair, damn it.
動揺してる。私の気取ったイメージを壊すのは成功したみたいね。
And yet you still talk like this, so it's like
成功
it's like a really weird mix.
なかなか際どいっつうか。
ものすごく悩んだけれど、振り切るべきだと思った。
ちなみに下ズボンとか。
Yeah, do they exist?
履いてない。T シャツのみ。
Does anything exist?
のみ。のみ？下着。
Yes. Can we get more of an explanation here, please?
さすがにそれは履いてる。
All right, thank you.
だよな。ビビった。
No, you're good.
やっぱり
You're
攻め
good.
すぎた気がしてきた。
We'll get used to this. Give us like another 10 minutes or so and we'll be okay, but it's like, god damn.
何急に恥ずかしくなってんだよ。
She pulls the hem of her shirt and fidgets. I knew it. This girl is a natural a what? I don't even know what the hell that meant. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Like, I was gonna say ingenuine, but I was like, no, that's not the word. Sorry, guys. I don't know that word in my dictionary. Actually, it makes sense. She is pretty ditzy and impulsive. I guess she suddenly mellowed out. Still, I wish she would stop it with the blushing and fidgeting. It's getting to me.
とにかくこの姿を
I'm looking that
恥と
word
思
up.
わ
That's
ないくら
bothering
い
the shit out of me.
自堕落に過ごしてみようと思ったの。
ああ、うん。具体的に何すんの？
そのためのお菓子、他にもいろいろ持ってきた。
Oh, okay. I see. An artless, innocent young girl. I've literally never heard of this word before, so... cool. Alright, I still don't even know how to properly pronounce it, but alright, yeah. I mean, she looks very innocent. She looks just like a regular, you know, child of some variety. She faces away from me, crouches down, and starts fishing through her bag.
携帯ゲーム機と
God damn it. I know. Legs, right? Oh, Yuki-san, Noa-san, be careful. I can almost see down there. If you're not careful with how you lean, I'm going to be seeing a whole lot more. Now, we'll be okay. Won't to work?
あと
Is that what her shirt says?
どこにしまったっけ
Or was that an A? Please let that be an A and I saw an O. She continues to fish through her belongings as she fixes the t-shirt sliding down her shoulder. Yeah, she straight up got an XL men's that she's actually wearing. It's ridiculous, but I guess there's a comfort to that, maybe? I don't know. That t-shirt of hers is too damn big. You don't say. Hey, is she really wearing underwear? Well, I don't see a strap there, so is it just strapless? Well, if something slips out, what will happen? I don't know. I just don't know.
お菓子はとりあえずポテトチップス。
Luckily, it's a visual novel and these are sprites. They don't, you know, have physics or anything like that. We'll be okay.
よし。
We live in the 2D world
ひ
here.
とまず準備は整った。どうしたの？
いや、別に。
Don't you what's the matter me? This is doing a number on my poor heart. I'm scared. I'm oh so scared. I've been getting all flustered and excited because I've been seeing Noah more as a member of the fairer sex since around yesterday, and now my inner virgin is scared.
で、結局俺どうすれば。
見てて。
見る？見る？だけ？
そう。見てて。私がだらけるところ。
Can't we just slack
いや
off
全然
together?
ピンとこんけど。
Why do we have to make this
ピ
awkward?
ンとこなくていい。とにかく見てて。
わかった。
寝転んでもいい？
ああ、うん、いいけど。クッションとか枕自由に使って。
ありがとう。その前に。
She takes the potato chips and tries to open the seal, but... Damn, really? She tries, but... This is the real battle of episode 4.
開けようか？
お願い。
I take the bag and pop it right open.
すごい。あっさり。
Have you guys ever gotten the opportunity to like open the lid of something or the cap of something or just, I guess, open anything in general for like a lady or just anybody in general? Like, I'm mostly, I don't want to say I'm referring just to men here because anybody can do it. Anybody with, you know, some good strength, of which I don't really have, but I've got determination, could probably, you know, open anything. But basically what I'm trying to ask, forget the introduction to the question here, but yes, have any of you guys had the opportunity to open anything for somebody and just felt so dependable, you know? Like you just like saved this person's day. You made their day by doing that.
お食べ。
I don't know, it's such a feeling, you know?
ありがとう。
Like my level of usefulness actually just increases exponentially. She takes the bag from me and sets it on the floor. Next, she gets the throw pillows lined up. Then she switches on her game system. Finally, she splits a pair of chopsticks apart for some reason and sprawls on the floor. Incredible. Yeah, that looks like an O and not an A. Like, it literally looks like it reads don't want to work instead of don't want to work. But yep, she's got her good old Nintendo Switch. She's got some chips and shit that she's using chopsticks for, which honestly is kind of, I don't want to say it's meta, but that's kind of just, you know, genius. You know, you don't have to get your hands all greasy while you're trying to play some games. You just use the chopsticks, very carefully, you know, pick them up and everything so they don't snap and eat away. Lying around in a risky outfit, eating chips with chopsticks while playing video games. What games does she have? One of them is bound to be Pokemon, I'm sure, because of all the colors and swirls and shit, but not sure of what the other one could be. And she's got some candy, she's got some chips, she's got some cookies. She is literally just chilling the fuck out. I gaze upon the sight, taking it all in. What the hell am I looking at?
どう？私のだらけっぷり。
I'm on board with it.
なんつうか、だらけた格好に対して顔のこわばり方がすごい。
すでに罪悪感がすごい。
罪悪感？
怠けることに罪悪感がある。
ああ。
So I do have to admit, in the few relationships that I've been in, it is a joy to be able to see your partner in a relaxed state. Being able to slack off, they don't have to dress up for you or anything because they know that they can, you know, be accepted still and, you know, be themselves. They don't have to put on the act. Like, don't get me wrong. It's nice to dress up and all that when going out or doing this and that, but being able to be fully relaxed and open with your partner or your friends or whoever is such a treat. And I'm sure that is eventually the direction they're going. That is what she means. She feels obligated to live the best she can to make it up to her late sister. I think the majority of Noa's behavioral principles can be explained to that. To Noa, letting others see her being lazy must be agonizing.
休息を取らないわけじゃないし、人並みに娯楽を楽しんできた。ゲームとかアニメとか。
Okay, we know about the anime part.
けど、
We know that she's a
きっちり
weeb.
時間を決めていた。節度を持って楽しんできたつもり。
Oh man, you guys should have seen me back in college. Actually, I'm sure if you go back to my college days videos that I've recorded, you can definitely see the major transition from regular games here on the channel to visual novels. I definitely began to just say, fuck it. Here we go with some weeb shit.
こんな風に力を抜いて没頭したことはない。
I really let my my image
力
go.
は抜けてないけれど、
That thing has gone long
い
ago.
ろいろ考えていて、当たり前のことができていない自分に気がついた。
Actually, yeah, let me ask you guys this. When you think of Michael SK, you think of, oh, that guy that does Let's Play commentaries and shit of visual novels. It's like, yeah, there goes the image. It's gone.
猫、
え
高坂先輩の力でさ。
ああ、うん。楽
That was a
しか
good
った。
time.
あの時ののは、肩の力いい感じに抜けてたと思う。
And she
あん
was.
まり意識しすぎるなよ。猫の時みたいに何も考えずダラダラすればいいんだ。
何も考えず、
ゲーム何持ってきたんだ？
今起動してるのはデモ版。
Demon's Hunter?
おお、マジか。マルチプレイしようぜ。
Monster Hunter?
持ってるの？
持ってる持ってる。300時間はやってる。
I pull my system off the shelf and check the game. I have a different game in, so I switch to Demon's Hunter and lay myself down on the floor too.
よし、やるか。
集会所作っておいた。
どの区へ行く？
ハンターランクは？
Okay, it's gotta be Monster Hunter.
あ
It
ー
has to
いく
be.
つだっけ？クエストは全部開放してある。
じゃあせっかくだし高難易度。2つなデーモンの素材欲しい。
オッケーオッケー。武器何使ってる？
ガンランス。
渋いな。
砲撃にはロマンが詰まってる。
わかる。俺立ち中だから転ばせたらごめん。
舌打ちくらいはすると思う。
怖っ。
This is weird, honestly. Like, I'm happy we're seeing this side of Yuki, but I never really pictured that this would be happening here in this episode. Then again, just 3 episodes of seeing Yuki the way that we always have. It's hard to, think that we are really in this sort of position as we are right now. It's crazy. We indulge in co-op play as we ramble on to each other. There's the occasional silence and incomprehensible shout when an enemy gets us. We're just 2 friends playing with each other. That's all there is to it. Hey, I've seen similar shit over in Sabbath of the Witch.
基本ソロ？
そうね。勉強の合間合間に遊んでいるから、マルチプレイすると長引きそうだし。
ほんときっちり時間決めてやってるんだな。
Yeah, I used to do stuff like that. Back whenever I was in college, I really enjoyed my Switch for being able to get as much gaming in while also being able to do my work, both schoolwork and regular work.
成績下がると親が心配するし。
Yeah, exactly.
怒るんじゃなくて？
怒りはしない。私が勉強苦手でも両親は気にしなかったと思う。
Huh.
私自身が優秀でいたかっただけ。ただずっとそういう姿を見せてきたから少しでも変化があると心配するの。体調が悪いんじゃないか、
No, that's fair.
悩みがあるんじゃないかって。
優しい人たちだ。
Especially after all that time.
過敏になっているだけ。私まで失ってしまうことを
And that's also
恐れ
fair.
ている。
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they've already lost a daughter. They don't want to, have anything go wrong with the other.
ああ。
気を使わなくていい。こんなことで落ち込んだりしないから。
気を使われる方が逆に居心地悪いか。
うん。
She gives a nonchalant response. It's uncharacteristically casual of her. It's a subtle change, but it is there. That tiny bit of nuance is enough to make me realize that she's, actually letting me in. I start to feel a warmth slowly spread in my chest.
何でも話すつもりではいるから。
男の部屋に来てるとか余計に心配かけないか？
Yeah, but apparently every heroine in this entire series has done it no worries whatsoever by parents or anything.
友達の家に行くとしか伝えてない。嘘は嫌いだけど、全部言う必要もないし。
まあ、そっか。
ただ、私が友達の話をするのは初めてだから、びっくりはしてた。
ノアが家でどんな話してるのか少し気になるな。
パパとママもアニメとかも好きだから。
There's no way.
ああ、普段パパとママって言ってんだな。
Oh, yep, she let that out on accident because, well, she's falling into her, casual state, which is good. She makes a silent yet noticeable gasp. I look at her face to see that it's a vibrant shade of red.
気を抜きすぎた。
No, that's good.
そういう趣旨だろ今日は。
そうだけど、
家だと口調も違ってそ
そんなに変わらない。今とほとんど同じ。
う。なんか親には敬語で話してそうなイメージある。
何それ。
育ちがいい感じするからさ。休日の午後は優雅に紅茶飲んでそうな、そんな家
今だから告白するけど、
庭。ん？
実はそんなに紅茶好きじゃない。
Really? But you still order it. you still go for that.
マジで？
マジで。
だって、いっつも飲んでんじゃん。
何を飲んだら様になるか考えた結果、紅茶になった。
So you force that shit down to keep an image.
かっこつけてただけ。
Wow.
そう。本当は砂糖とミルク入れたいけど、我慢してストレートで飲んでる。
No one would bat an eye if you did any of
ア
that.
ホなの？
そんな言い方。
好きなもん頼めばいいのに。
イメージが大事。ジュースはかっこよくない。
Hell yeah, it
パフ
is.
ェはかっこいいカテゴリーなの？
Man, I'm always ordering like Sprite and shit whenever I go out. Like, what am I supposed to get? Water?
では、ない。
Wait, what is a sophisticated thing to get at like a restaurant? I guess coffee, maybe? Would that be sophisticated? I don't know. Now that I think about it, it's something I've never thought about. I just get what I want. Yeah, exactly.
甘いものが好きって公言しても、別にイメージ壊れないだろ
そこまで好きじゃない。紅茶の苦味を中和するために頼んでるだけ。
う。嘘つけ。あんまり仲が良くなかった間の話だけど、最初乗り気じゃなかったのに、パフェを餌にしたら即食いついたぞ。
本当に甘いものが好きなわけじゃない。ただ、ナインボールのパフェは別。
Yeah, Nine Ball seems to offer like quite the delicacy.
あの値段であのクオリティは驚愕。最初はなんとなく頼んだだけだったけど、美味しすぎてびっくりした。
I wonder if they make a profit there because as we've, learned back in episode 1, it is a very, cheap, direction, especially for a student living on his own. So, yeah, how are they making their money if their food is relatively cheaper than the competition?
パフェ自体が好きなわけじゃなくて、他の料理も多分、本当だったら、あの値段で食えないんだろうな。
Yeah, that's sort of my assumption.
財布に優しいし助かってる。ナインボールが私の
私の？
憩いの場。
Oh my god.
今気づいた。常に気を張って頑張ってたつもりだけど、息抜きはちゃんとしてたんだ。
She whispers under her breath. She's talking to herself in a self-deprecating tone.
考えてみればゲームもそうだし、ストイックに生きているつもりだっただけで、しっかり自分は甘やかしてる。
Yeah, what's the point of doing it in public if you're still gonna do it in private, It doesn't make a difference. Sure, you want to uphold this image, but you will see yourself as, casual like this at times. So what's the difference from being like this a little bit more, especially in public? Obviously, don't wear what you're wearing in public, but you don't have to have that image at all times. And you technically don't, and you never have.
カケルに出会ってから、どんどん私のメッキが剥がれていく。
それは悪いことか。
私が前に進むために必要なことなんだと思う。いい加減乗り越えないと。
And I know she will. She'll figure out how to, get around her trauma to an extent, figure out what she needs to do, and she'll be a better person for it, hopefully. As we've seen with a lot of the characters here, as they get to know their power more, they become a better person for it. And by I mean a lot of characters, I guess it's hard to say with Kujo because we didn't really get much out of her, but Sora, kind of, she became a little bit more, expressive of her, deep, very dark feelings. And Kosuka was the big one, obviously. I mean, we can see that one from a mile away. I can't bring myself to respond to her murmur. I just remain silent. The room goes quiet aside from the clicking and clacking of button presses.
食べる？
ああ、食べる。
This is nice. I do like this, though. It's one of those chill moments where nothing is seemingly going on here in the story, but at the same time, we're trying to progress in terms of character development, which is huge because that also seems to relate to their abilities getting better, actually. Kosuga was able to do what she did in episode 3 because, well, we accepted her more. We got to see more of both of her personalities and began to show her that she is definitely welcomed as a friend. She left her shell. She left the dark corner that she was always in. Now we got to do it here. And I'm sure that she will be better for it. We play video games and eat snacks. This is the self-indulgent time that Noa has been after. Damn, we going into the deep part of night. Before we know it, the sun sets and night falls. After finishing the upteenth quest, Noah sets her console on the table. And there's no way the Switch could last that long playing Monster
気が落
Hunter.
ちた。
帰るか？
もう一つだけやりたいことがある。
She turns around and roots through her bag. Like I said before, watch it, Noah. I can almost get a good look at, I can almost get a look at the goods, excuse me, Jesus Christ. Yet I'm not saying anything, so I must be hopeful for it to happen. Damn, we guys are hopeless. Hey, don't group me in with that, with you there. Let me be my own guy here. You do your own thing. She spins around and faces me. She has a DVD case in her
良
hands.
さそうなのを買ってきた。
ホラー映画？
そう。今から見る。
Oh yeah, she's really not good with these things.
大丈夫か？
大丈夫じゃない。けど、私のメッキを剥ぎ取るのはこれが一番いいって昨日学んだ。
あの程度でビビりまくってたんだから、ホラー映画なんて見たら死ぬだろ。
作り物だと分かっているから、そこまでビビらないと思う。
Uh-huh.
本当に？
That's not how that works, girl. Like, I swear, like, I will watch a movie. Obviously, scary movies are just fictional. They're fake. They're literally made up by people with actors, what have you. They're not real stories of any sort. But I still get scared.
やめた方がよくない？
見る。
ほんと大丈夫かよ。
大丈夫じゃないけど見る。PC 貸して。
残念ながら俺のノート。ちょっと安心してるだろ。
してない。
Oh my god, she brought something
じゃあ仕方ない。
just in case.
DVD は無理だけど、動画配信サイトでなら見られる。そんな絶望的な顔、初めて見るな。
やめない。見る。
わかったわかった。それ貸して。
うん。
I take the case, check the title, and search for it.
ああ、配信されてないな。
Oh, Kakeru, my friend. Oh, there's always a way.
じゃあ仕方ない。
別の配信サイトも契約してるから、そっちでも調べてみる。いちいちそんな顔するなよ。やめるか？
絶対やめない。なかったら別の見る。
はいはい。
I check the other site. Not screaming after all, eh?
どんなのが見たいんだ？
どれも見たくはない。
いや、そりゃそうだろうけど。
苦手なのは幽霊が出るやつ。
幽霊？
そう、幽霊。
Is that her problem? Like, it's not necessarily scary movies or scary things, it's just ghosts?
ゾンビとかサイコホラーとか、あとグロいのも平気。
グロ平気なのに幽霊ダメなのか？
幽霊の存
Could
在
it have
を
something to
肯
do
定した
with
く
the
ないの
loss
か
of
な
her sister? Maybe?
妹さんの件か。
何でもかんでも妹に関連づけるのは良くないと思うけど、もし幽霊がいて、もし妹が成仏していなくて。
Now, I'm not really, like, knowledgeable on Japanese culture, but don't they do, like, a lot of, praying and such for those, loved ones that have been lost? Don't they have, like, little shrines and everything to, like, make sure that they're doing okay wherever they are to, keep them posted, send messages to the beyond or what have you? I'm sure there's possibly some religion that goes on with it as well. Again, I'm not really knowledgeable on it, but I would like to assume that through those practices, yeah, she moved on, or she has, gone on to another realm to rest peacefully.
なぜあの時助けてくれなかったのって。
I mean, that's all you really can hope. Especially if you are religious, you gotta hope that your loved ones have passed on correctly.
そんなことないと思うけど、もし恨まれていたらって思うと。だから幽霊は苦手。
やっぱり無理することない気がするな。
妹が悪霊になっているかもって、そう考えてしまう自分が嫌。だからちゃんと乗り越えて向き合えるようになりたい。
幽霊もの。
I think I'm starting to see some connections here. She doesn't want people to see this other side of her. She wants to, uphold this image that she's been trying to do because she wants to impress her sister even after death. And she doesn't want to disappoint her. She doesn't want her to come back and haunt her. She wants everything to be good going forward.
そう、幽霊。
じゃあ和製ホラーかな。
ホラーよく見るの？
Fuck no.
まあそこそこ
一人で？
だな。
よく平気ね。
ホラーってなんつうのかな、慣れると逆に笑えるというか。
I think there was like this is back whenever I had like a PSP. I remember getting like a free movie or something, and I don't know what it was, but like as a kid, obviously like horror isn't going to do all that well with me, and I'm not gonna like it. And there was this like really gory, like scary movie where it was the, you know, boring premise of a bunch of teens or whoever, like they end up at a place, they're getting killed off one by one in the most ridiculous, gory fashion by, you know, some evil being with a chainsaw or whatever the fuck. And there may be like probably one lasting person, probably, I think it was like a gal of some sort, and she got out, but then I don't remember what happened. It was as basic as it could get, but it was still scary to me because I was a kid.
ちょっと意味がわからない。
But probably watching it back, probably all that would really get me there are the jump scares.
見まくってたらそのうちそうなる。これとかは
The jump scares always
定番だ
get
けど。
me. Fuck the jump scares.
わかんないから任せる。
じゃあこれで。
電気
え？
消す。
や
るならとことん。
変にストイックだな、ほんと。
There was like one jump scare in Interstellar that really fucking got me whenever I watched that in theaters. Really good movie though. It's not horror or anything, but man, is it fucking good. I stand up and turn off the lights as instructed. You got this, Yuki. You got this.
早くも息が荒くなってるけど、本当に大丈夫か？
だから大丈夫じゃない。でも見るの。
じゃあごゆっくり。見終わるまで俺外でブラブラしてるから。
Damn. Damn. Hey, yo, the fucking eyes there.
ああ、新鮮。そういうリアクション新鮮。
Yeah, they gave her a bunch of reactions along with different poses for her sprite.
からかわないで。早く戻ってきて。
はいはい。
I walk back to my computer and take a seat in front of
じ
it.
ゃあ見るぞ。準備いいか？再生します。
まだ返事してない。
何回聞いてもしないだろう。はい、再生。
It's always good to take the initiative. Noah glares at the monitor, looking ready to burst into tears. The lead-in of the movie just introduces the characters without a single scary element to be seen. But before I know it, Noah is pressing tight up against me. Actually, she's practically clinging to me. Well, this isn't looking good. The movie is the last thing on my mind now. There hasn't been a single horror scene yet. Hey, there's nothing spooky happening. Those are the comments I want to make, but I can't force the words out. Every time Noah grips onto my shirt or leans her weight onto me, I can feel my heart jump in my chest. Yeah, we have our own battle here. This is probably a hellacious battle for Noah, but it's turning into a hellacious battle for me too, for different reasons. Be still, my inner version. He's always blaming his inner virgin. Like, come on, man. Like, you got this. Like, you know, we've been through this a few times. I know that he probably doesn't have memories of that, but, like, he'll be okay. The movie is finally getting spooky, and Noah's face is starting to really twitch with terror. And she's sticking even closer to me. I can't take it anymore. I'm losing it over here. Focus on the movie. Just focus. She wrings the living daylights out of my shirt as she lets out screams. Some kind of apparition flashes across the screen for just a second, but it's enough to evoke this kind of reaction. Man, her showing me her weak sides just isn't fair. I'm a sucker for this Gap Moe stuff. My heart has been beating like crazy for the wrong reasons, and I've broken out into a cold sweat. I desperately hope that she doesn't find out that I'm struggling with my libido. However, those worries are unfounded. She's so focused on the movie that there's no way that she would pick up on any awkward vibes. Yeah, she really has her own shit going on here. Noah lets out a yell and jumps. Her overreaction causes me to jump too. Damn, she's strong. She trembles, clinging onto my arm with intense force, Actually, she's past clinging. She's outright crushing my arm with her bare hands.
落ち着け落ち着いて指食い込んでる痛い指
Oh, cool. We don't even know what the fuck she's saying anymore.
わかんないわかんない何言ってるかわかんないそうな窓な
It's your typical scene. The character's classmate who committed suicide is being reflected in the window. Even though this is a cult classic, it's a dated flick with a low budget and the ghost makeup is pretty rough around the edges, to be quite honest. It looks really fake and isn't scary at all in my eyes. So I picked this movie thinking that even Noah could handle it, but... yeah, she's going out of her damn mind. This love tap of a horror scene is enough to cause this. No freaking way is she gonna make it to the climax.
嘘だろ泣いて
I see she just kind of like trails off into nothing. She's not even speaking anymore.
幽霊怖いもんなもうやめとこうななやめないそうかやめないかそうかなんでだよもうやめろよ
So this is Yuki. This is still Yuki, right? Like, it's still her.
だからわかんねえよ本当大丈夫かまだ1時間以上あるぞ泣きすぎてむせてんじゃん涙拭けいって指手が爪食い込んでる痛い痛い痛い痛い
I think we really gotta stop watching this fucking
絶叫する
movie.
要素あったよ一体何にビビってんだよ痛いって痛い痛い痛い痛い
Poor girl.
痛い
Poor thing. But that's still Yuki, right? Kinda? Maybe? We finish the movie and turn on the lights. Noa looks off into nothingness with her eyes red from crying. She isn't moving a single inch.
生きてるか
Yeah, I doubt it. Okay, well, we'll wrap it up there. Yeah, there had to have been some, you know, something to gain from all that. I guess there's some enjoyment out of watching a girl struggle. I think. I guess it's a type of moe. I don't know, but okay, this is still Yuki, right? Let's just, you know, confirm that, and I guess we'll just wrap it up there. What an odd recording session this was. I don't really know what to think, so I'm just gonna wrap it up there. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that fancy jazz, and I guess we'll see how alive she may be in the next one. Take it easy.